This is an HP EliteDesk 800 G3 mini PC. It's got an i5 7500T and 8 gigs of RAM. And for a few years now, this has been my Plex server. It's been sitting at my desk, powered on for years, and I've had no issues with it or anything. But it had Windows 10 running on it, and as you know, Windows 10 has come to its end of life unless you give Microsoft your information or if you pay for extended updates. Now, yeah, I could install Windows 11 on this because there are ways to do that, but I think I'm going to retire this as my Plex server and get something else. But that's not to say this is now e-waste. This can be used for everyday computing like office work and watching YouTube and stuff. So today I'm going to install Linux on this, specifically Ubuntu. So first thing I need to do is create a bootable USB drive with the Ubuntu ISO on it. So I got my trusty ThinkPad here and a USB drive, and I'm just going to navigate to the Ubuntu website. All right, so here I am on Google. I'm just going to type in Ubuntu here. All right, on the top here, you're going to look for the download section. There's a drop-down menu here, and all I want to do is really just download the desktop version. Don't need the Raspberry Pi or server version, just the desktop version. And from here, we're just going to click this green download button and just let it download. It might take a few moments. All right, and then I'm going to use a program called Balena Etcher to flash the image to the USB drive that I have inserted into the laptop. I already downloaded Balena Etcher before, so it's already on my laptop. So I'm just going to choose the image and then the USB drive here. Hit select right here. And then I'm going to hit flash. And now we just have to wait for a few minutes. All right, now I have the USB flash drive with the ISO created, but before I continue, I need to swap out the hard drive here. I have an M.2 SSD in here, and I'm going to remove it and put it to the side, and I'm going to place that in a different PC that is to be determined for a future time. But right now, I have a 2.5-inch SSD that I'm going to throw in here, and that's where I'm going to install Ubuntu on. All right, so what I got to do is remove the 2.5-inch hard drive caddy so I can get to the M.2 SSD, remove that SSD, and then I'm going to put this caddy back on and put in that 2.5-inch SSD that I have lying around. All right, with that out of the way, now I can install this little Toshiba SSD I have lying around. Super easy to do this. You're just going to slide it right in here. And just like that, the SSD is installed. All right, now it's time to install Ubuntu to the HP Mini PC. So I have the USB drive inserted into the HP PC. Then I hit escape when I'm powering it on to get into the boot menu here. And I see the USB SanDisk is the top option here. So I'm going to hit enter here. And then I'm going to get to this menu and I'm going to hit try or install Ubuntu. All right, I'm just going to fast forward through this, the boring setup process here. Now we are in the desktop, and remember, this is just running on the USB flash drive at the moment. So this is just going to give you a chance to test it out. before installing it permanently on your hard drive. And to the left here, we have some options. We have Firefox, we have Thunderbird Mail, which is a free email client. We have our files, Rhythmbox, which is a music player, and we have LibreOffice, which is just their word processor. So I opened up Firefox to try some web browsing here, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. Here I am just checking the Knicks scores, and then I'm going to go check the Knicks website here. There it is. And as you can see, it's very responsive, very quick. There's a lot of stuff going on with this website, and it loaded in no problem. All right, so everything looks good to me here. So now what I want to do is install Ubuntu onto my main hard drive. And to do that, I'm just going to click on the bottom right here where it says install Ubuntu. And then all you're going to do is just follow the steps. Might take a little bit of time to do, but yeah, just click through the steps, and it's pretty straightforward. And when it's done, it's going to ask you to restart the PC. And then here it asks you to remove the installation media. So I'm going to remove my USB flash drive. And this next step is when I ran into a little bit of an issue here. So the PC tried to boot into Ubuntu from the SSD, but it was kind of like stuck in a loop where it kept trying and trying, and then nothing happened. So that didn't work at all. I don't know why it didn't work. So what I did was I restarted the PC and then went into the boot menu, and then I selected the SSD from there, and that worked. And now I don't have to worry about Windows updates or Microsoft trying to, get my data or anything like that. And now we are in Ubuntu and we are good to go. So I'm going to try a few things out. Here's some YouTube and everything looks good here. On this side, we have some ventilation and it says excellent performance. That's kind of strange. Here's Forza Horizon 5, 1080p. All right, now I'm going to go to their app store and I'm going to download a few things. I'm going to download Steam. I'm going to download the Minecraft installer and I'm going to download PPSSPP, which is the PSP emulator. I only gave one Steam game a try and I could not get it to work. I tried Dirt 4. It seemed to successfully download, but then I tried to play it and it just would not open at all. But luckily, I did have better luck with PPSSPP. Here's some gameplay footage here of Metal Slug Double X. And next, I tried some cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass, and I did run into an issue playing Fortnite here. I could not fire my weapon, whether using the keyboard or using the controller, it just would not work. And here I'm using it in the Firefox browser, so I thought, what if I switched browsers and tried it on Google Chrome? And that did do the trick. So now here I am using the Google Chrome browser and I am able to fire my weapon. I don't know why this is happening. It's not working on Firefox, but it works on Chrome. But gameplay was really nice here, even though I am, playing in the cloud. Very little latency and really looked really good. And finally, here is Minecraft. It was playable, but only after, the terrain all loaded in. All right, so Ubuntu on this HP EliteDesk Mini PC worked really well, in my opinion. If you want to keep an older PC that isn't officially supported for Windows 11, Linux will definitely keep it useful for many, many years to come. But that's going to do it for this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.